what we got going on here. Oh, there's people. There's people there. How you doing, folks? There's Prospector Tim. What do you mean, where's Tom? Don't you worry about where Tom is. He's tied up at the moment. Oh man, this ain't cool, man. This thing stinks. Smells like sweat, creek water.
Ew.
Let me out of here. I know he had this pretty sweet 11-gram pay dirt he's gonna share with y'all tonight. But, oh goodness, oh. Dagnabbit, he's escaping. Gotta go. Hey, you better get back here with my gold. You ain't getting away. How you doing, folks? Tom with Midwest Gold Fever, and I've been too excited about this pay dirt to let him get away with that. 11 grams of gold in this bag right here, and we're gonna go through it tonight and look at all this beautiful gold in here. 11 grams, that's a lot of gold. This is the biggest pay dirt I've ever done, and this is gonna add to the gold haul quite a bit. Let's get started with it right away. We're at the panning station. I have not added any new stickers. Folks, if you want to exchange some stickers, let's do it. Get a hold of me. I'm happy to do so. Let's get the panning station all set up. What we've got here is our 11 for 10 from goldnuggetsales.com. I've done some pay dirts of his in the past, and always had some really beautiful gold in it. This is the one. I've never done one that had this much gold in it, so to say I'm excited to do this is an understatement. So we're gonna dump it all out into the pan. We'll open her up here, and not much to see really. I did open it up just to see if I could see some gold. There was a piece of gold on top when I opened it up, but pretty dusty looking, honestly. So I do want to classify this down, and we're going to classify it down probably just kitchen strainer, because it looks like there's some pebbles in there, but nothing bigger than that. So give me just a second on that. Poof, there's the kitchen strainer. We're gonna bring out the big pan to dump this into, feed it into there. That should be all right. I've been super excited. I got this a few weeks ago. Whew, it's dusty. I've just been sitting on it because we've been trying to do as many creek videos as we can while the weather's still letting us get out there and do them. Because here soon, not gonna be many creek videos. And I wanted to do this video tonight because I can't get to the creek this weekend. It is my daughter's 18th birthday, which it just breaks my heart, to be honest with you. I miss her when she was little, and we have family coming in from down south. Let's see, we'll get this all out here. And we'll put this over. This is the bigger stuff. Look there. Ooh, we're in for a treat tonight, folks. Look there. Oh my goodness, look at there. Look at there. I'm so excited. All right, got everything out of that. Got our little stuff right here. I'm gonna put this over here before it gets too wet, because I want to do the magnetics in it and see if it's got a lot of magnetics in it. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's full magnetics. All right, I'm back now. It took a little while. There was a lot of magnetics in there, and I am pretty sure that I did not get all of them out. There's a lot in there that will pan out. There's a lot still in there that's gonna caused me some fits here a little bit, but we'll just deal with it as we go through it. So, but I thought we'd go through this big stuff right here first and kind of see what's in it. Oh man, sorry I had to do it. That is candy right there. Yum, yum, trick or treat. Nothing spooky about that right there, folks. That is gorgeous. Let's see if we can get that in there. Ooh, can pull that one to the side. I got my little mini pan here to put nuggets in and pickers in. So, but let's get it wet. I want to give a couple viewer shout outs this week. I wanted to shout out to Mandy's Candy. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate the support. I appreciate you liking and commenting on everything. And you've been a real good supporter of the channel. I wanted to give you a shout out. I also wanted to give a shout out to Tim Ivins. I appreciate it. I sent him some stickers and any, if you want some stickers as well in a different deal, but I appreciate the support. These regular watchers, and I appreciate it. I really do. I really do. So let's get some of this panned out of here, folks. See if there's anything big in here. Been watching the end though, make sure nothing's flying out there. I talked to a couple other people who've done this on their YouTube channels, and they said that they really had fun with it and that there was gold in almost every pan. Ooh, look at that, look at that. Oh, goodness, 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 goodness. That's picker. Oh yeah, one of our favorite sounds. There's another picker. I'm gonna pick those out and put them separate right over here in a. That's off to a good start right there. Oh, good. Get some of this on. There's a lot of gold there. There's a lot of gold there. Oh, there's another. That's another nice chunky. That's not gonna fit in the snuffer bottle. I don't know if some of these other ones are either. Let me get this properly panned back, and we'll get this one cleaned up, and I'll get you a better picture of it. Got that cleaned up a little better. It's looking pretty good for the first pan. Nice and chunky. Can't wait to look at it even closer. Beautiful stuff right there. Just beautiful. I don't know if some of this is going to even go in my snuffer. I had to use my small snuffer. It's not. Look, it's stuck. Stuck. Oh, there it is. Look, it's stuck. It came out. That's not going to work. Gonna have to move it around a little different than that. Well, I got what wouldn't snuffer up in the gold pan, the mini pan. Boy, that's a big. Oh, that sounded like a piece of gold just hit the water. And that sounded like a piece of gold just hit the table. What the hell you doing there, Tom? Goodness gracious.
What the fuck are you doing, man?
Well, I'm pretty sure Blake did hit the water there. Tiny one, not very big, but I'm not throwing any of this away. I'll go through it again. I always do. So I'm not real worried about it. But let's get started with this stuff right here. And we'll just do a few spoons of it at a time for now. I'm also enjoying a nice Irish red ale this evening. Cheers. Oh man, that's good. Fresh out of my own kegerator. Just drop a little bit in that. probably done a little more. We'll do a little more on the next one. Pretty dirty stuff though. Dusty. If I give this a day or two to settle, I'd probably go see that little nugget, because I saw it go in right here. A flake. I don't think it was a nugget, but I heard it splash.
Another nail in my coffin.
I'm guessing all this is snufferables in it, since it went, is that even a word? Snufferable? Snufferable? Yeah, maybe, I don't know. But I figure since it went through the kitchen strainer, all right, that should get everything classified down. Let's knock some of it back.
I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man.
Messing with my other camera over here from the other angle. Hi, over there, other angle. Hope everybody's ready for Halloween. We're not going to do anything this year. This is the first year that we will not be going trick-or-treating because our daughter's turning 18 and she doesn't want to go this year. So, it's those little things, folks. Last year was the last time I was able to take my daughter out trick-or-treating. Even then she went with her boyfriend. But you never know when things in your life are going to be the last things. You never know when it's going to be the last time you hold somebody's hand. Oh man, what is that? Get out of there. You never know when it's going to be the last time you take your daughter trick-or-treating or push her on a swing set. Sorry, I'm feeling a little sentimental today, I'm not going to lie. So, but I know this gold's going to cheer me right up.
No one seemed to notice as I stared.
All right, let's pan that. Let's pan it back. See what's in pan in this one. Ooh, man, oh man, look at all that. I'm not used to seeing this much gold in a pan, folks. So this really gets me super excited. You gotta understand, when I go to the creeks, I don't have that. I don't have good claims and lots of, get my snuffer. Lots of places where they have big gold. That's considered big gold. If I found that back here on our creek, woo. We planned on going back to the creek this weekend, and I forgot that it's my, that I have family coming in, so we changed that plan. Not a fan of this smaller snuffer bottle. It's a tiny little thing. So I don't even remember where I got it from. But my other one, my good one, my Garrett, I can't find the top for it. And my other one, I left it somewhere. I think I left it out in Brown County, Lindsay's. It's right there. Trying to get away. You ain't getting away from me. All right, that's pan. Let's do some more. That's a good start right there. Do a little more than we did last time. I don't think it was too difficult. I got a little water in there when I was classifying it down. So let me know in the comments about if you like the little skits, or if I should just go back to just being straightforward panning and pay dirts and forget the nonsense. I like the nonsense personally. I'm a silly guy, so my kids know I'm a silly dad too. So if they had an option, they could have a mean, crappy dad, or they could have a silly dad. I debated on whether or not to run this through my cleanup buddy, but to be honest with you, I enjoy this. I enjoy the panning part of it, and with this much gold, and it being the most gold that I've ever done, I was really wanting to just I wanted to have the enjoyment of panning it, and wanted to have that enjoyment of sharing this with you, seeing all this gold. If you haven't checked out goldnuggetsales.com, I'd say do it. They're one of the few pay dirt vendors right now that it has pay dirt in stock. A lot of them don't. A lot of them say they replenish it this and that weekly or not whatnot, but then they end up not. So, or they end up selling out before I can get it. So, the other thing too I have, they opened shipping back up from Bogus Prospecting to the U.S. It'll cost a little bit, but I ordered 4 more slobber bags and 2 of his ruby and sapphire or garnet and sapphire bags. I'm excited about those too. They'll get here probably in a few weeks, a couple weeks, not in a hurry for them, but I'm excited to do them though. Those are the ones I do late at night. So, all right, getting this pan back. Man, it's starting to get thirsty. Cheers, folks. Oh yeah, that totally hits the spot. I like to brew my own beer. If you like to brew your own beer or you're into that kind of stuff, leave me a comment. So let me know what's your favorite home brew that you like to do. This is a higher octane Irish red ale. Kicked it up a little bit. We call it Big Ed's Red. I don't know why we call it that, but that's the name that stuck over the years with this particular one. So it ends up being kind of high octane. All right. Rinse a little bit of that out. Reclassify that out, or re-stratify, and we kick it back there. Wow. Look at all that. Ooh, man, the smile on my face right now. All right, another pan down. Cheers, I gotta go get a refill. Mission accomplished. Let's get back to it. I'm not gonna do quite as much. I'm gonna split this last bit in half. That last had a lot more gold than I was showing actually when I got down to trying to snuff her and I repanned it back a little bit. There was probably 3 times the amount of gold in that as I initially saw. Crazy amounts of gold. It's all small stuff though, except for
another day. I went down to that river, washed my sins for free. The devil's on the other bank, staring back at me. I'm a dead man walking. I'm a dead man walking.
all right. I think the dirty water helps make the reveal just a little bit more spooky, eh? Ooh, look at that. Oh my goodness. Look at all that gold. It's crazy amounts of gold. That's a lot of nice gold there. Let me get this one snuffered up and I'll be right back. Oh yeah, and cheers. All right, we got one more pan here. We're gonna rinse this out real good. Look over here. All right, we are done with that pan for now. Man, this stuff's just sandy. Just sandy. Hope if you're still hanging in there that you'll like and subscribe if you haven't. Really appreciate the likes and the comments. They really do help the channel, especially right after you release a video. To get a like and a comment, it helps the algorithm, sends a positive message to the algorithm, and which helps YouTube want to promote it more and push it to more viewers. So it's very helpful, especially that like and that comment, and replying to all the comments also sends a positive message to the algorithms as well. And lets Google or YouTube, same thing, lets them know what people like and gives preference to. So this is all stuff that I've learned as being an SEO marketer and working with websites and Google for the last 30 years. So it makes a difference, folks. It makes a difference. It makes a difference if you start a video also and don't finish it, or if you start a video and you stop it 30 seconds in, or you stop it a minute in. It actually sends a negative signal to the algorithms that your video isn't that good, and then so YouTube flatlines it. And video creators, they know what I'm talking about when I say flatline. You get a video that you think is gonna do really good, and then 2 days later it flatlines, literally. All right, last pan. Ooh, look at that poking through. Just giving us a little sneaky peek. Oh, look at that. Boom. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let me get this one snuffered up, and then we will do a snuffer dump. Well, I gotta pan out the black sand jet magnetics. So let me clean this up, and then I will clean this up, and then we'll do a snuffer dump here shortly. Got the magnetics going here. With the size of this gold that it's been so far, I'm not expecting a lot of this, but I could be wrong. 2 little specks there. See if I can get them to show themselves again. There we go. That was pretty fun, actually. A lot of good gold in there. So let's do a snuffer dump. Got our snuffer bottle here. Dump her out. Well, this is gonna look cool, I think. Oh. Get all that out of there. A lot of small stuff in there. All right. Let's see here. That's a true gold smile right there. That's a pile of gold, folks. That is a pile of the shiny stuff right there. Get that in there. All right, I'm gonna get this cleaned up a little better, and we'll get it dried out, and we'll get it added up with this. And we'll weigh up that nugget and a couple of them pickers, and then we'll see what we ended up with, and we'll get it, take a closer look at it. Oh yeah, and cheers. All right, folks, I got everything cleaned up right here in this pan and all dried up. Got this fat nugget right here. There's several pickers. Nice rusty pieces right there. But that's all the gold there. Let's see what that nugget and see what we ended up with. All right. Let's turn her on here. We are all zeroed out. Let's see what this big old sucker weighs. 2.23. Check that again. 2.23 grams. That's my biggest nugget right there so far that I've got in my gold collection. Pretty sweet. We'll look at it closer here in a few minutes. Let's see what some of these other pickers. That's almost a gram right there. Shoo, it's almost a gram nugget. That's pretty. Goodness, that's pretty. Let's see what this, there's a couple other ones in here too. That one's points. That's over 3/4 of a gram. Back to zero. This is that rusty piece. That's over 1/4 gram. And there's still some other ones in there too. As you can see, there's some other nice pickers. Goodness, that's a lot of nice little gold there. We're gonna get this all on the scale and take a look at it, and then we'll get it over there on the carousel. All right, I got everything on there. It came out to 10.909. I'm not worried about that because I know, I'll go over here. Oh, let me get back over here. I know that there's a small flake that fell into here. I also know that there is some fine flour gold in here that I did not take the time to get out, and I will take the time to get that out. But that's still a tray full of gold, folks, right there. Ooh, look at all that pretty gold. That is some cool stuff right there. Gorgeous. There's a piece right there, that one rusty piece. Looks really cool. That sure was some beautiful gold. That's the most gold I've ever done in a pay dirt, and that's the most gold I've actually ever seen in person. So I'm pretty dang happy with that. I've already got my nugget in a little case already, and I'm gonna put it in the display. So I had a lot of fun with this tonight. I hope you did as well. I hope you enjoyed watching me pan it out as much as I enjoyed panning it. I hope you'll like, I hope you'll subscribe, and I hope you'll come back for more. When we hit that 500 number, we're gonna give away a ½ gram of some of this beautiful gold right here in a pay dirt. So I hope you'll stick around for that. See you on the next one, folks.